Hi, I'm Marissa. I'm an ambassador to Crossed Hearts, and welcome to the Creators Q&A session. Today we're delving into Baroness Goes on Strikes, a series by Song Yeseul and Ko Un-che. We hope you're as excited as we are. Baroness Goes on Strike follows Baroness Cassia, who is prepared to die after long years of sacrifice to her family and mercenary husband Zester. 10 years in a loveless marriage to her husband, she's made peace with saying goodbye. Only to wake up a decade in the past, Cassia finds the same husband, the same barony, and the same crossroads. If fate is giving her a do-over, she's going to do things much differently this time. She's going to go on strike.
Moving on to the creators Q&A.
Do you have a favorite character in the story? If so, who is it and why?
If I had to choose a favorite, it would definitely be Zester. He doesn't fit the mold of the typical soft or overly sweet male we often see in romance fantasy. He feels like someone you wouldn't easily encounter in real life, which makes him all the more compelling. There's something deeply admirable about how he devotes himself entirely to one person, yet the same devotion carries a quiet sense of melancholy. That bittersweet quality is what makes him especially enduring to me.
Did your artistic style or visual approach evolve over the course of working on this series?
Looking back, the early chapters leaned more towards a simpler, slightly cartoon-like style that I used more often in the past. Since I don't adhere to a fixed or rigid art style, I focus primarily on maintaining consistency within the work itself. That said, while working on a mature edition, I naturally found myself gravitating towards a more dramatic and realistic approach. As the style progresses, the costumes and backgrounds become more detailed and elaborate, but more visual refinement. My greatest priority has always been conveying the characters' emotions as clearly and as powerfully as possible.
Were there any scenes that were particularly fun or especially challenging for you to depict?
I always enjoy illustrating the gentle, heart-fluttering moments between Cassia and Zester. Among those, episode 42 and 81 from the webtoon version hold a special place for me, even though they haven't appeared in the print volumes yet. On the other hand, action and combat scenes were the most challenging. Action isn't something I typically focus on, so I spent a lot of time thinking over how to express movement and tension effectively. Even if some of those scenes may feel a little awkward, I would be very grateful if the readers could view them with kindness.
Baroness Goes on Strike depicts characters who are all very strong and driven, each with their own goals. How did you approach portraying Cassia and Zester's relationship dynamics across both lifetimes, especially when changes in one character create ripple effects in the other?
The story doesn't spell out the details of the previous life in a very explicit way, but Cassia from 10 years ago and the Cassia from the present are fundamentally different people. In the past, Cassia valued propriety above all else and endured everything in silence. In contrast, the present Cassia speaks her mind freely and refuses to suppress herself. When writing Zester, I kept that in mind. From Cassia's perspective, he is someone she has known for 10 years, yet never truly felt close to. As for Zester himself, I believe he remained the same at his core all along. It was simply that Cassia gave him a small push, and once that happened, everything he had been holding back finally came pouring out.